you know that every year we throw away around £500 worth of food? But that's all changing. Somewhat due to the economic crisis, but here at the garden store, they've seen an astonishing difference in the way we shop. Just last year, their retail sales were 70% flowers, 30% veg. That's all changed. It's now 30% flowers, 70% veg. There are currently 5 garden stores around the country, and they've had to react quickly to our new demands.
More and more people that you would never expect to be out there gardening are now digging up lawns, play areas. Perhaps the kids have now grown up and they really want to transfer their garden back to growing their own.
The people that were coming in and buying the seeds were buying the vegetables, and it was pretty amazing how quickly it did change.
Economics is part of it. Also, people are worried about what's being sprayed onto fruit and vegetables, and they really want to know where things are coming from. There's also a lot of involvement with children, grandparents and parents wanting to get the kids more involved, having heard all these horror stories of kids not knowing where vegetables come from anymore, and they're seeing it as a whole education process.
I think it's great for them, yes, to get involved, to dig in the soil and see the vegetables growing, because then they know where the food's coming from.
But we're now getting more of the younger people in, and they seem to be investing more in their gardens. Maybe it's a sign of the times, but we're noticing that definitely.
People are really looking for help from scratch. They have got the idea, they know that they want to do it, but they really want assistance, and they're walking through the door and they don't really want to be reading books and things. They want to talk to somebody and start with something easy that they can actually get some results from, and then build up their confidence from there. The easiest thing to do is to install raised beds, so you can just cultivate the lawn that you've got or an area of the garden, put some raised beds down, fill it with decent compost, and then come along to the garden centre and start selecting the items that you want to grow. If you haven't got any garden areas, then of course pots, containers, grow bags. There are still plenty of areas that you can actually start to grow beans, tomatoes, etc.
Homegrown veg is marvellous, which I try to put a bit of something, a bit of garlic here, a few onions there, a few potatoes in a few sacks.
You go out in the garden and you pick it, and you've got it, and that's it. The wife says she wants a cabbage, I'll go and get a cabbage.
There's a big influx of new customers coming into the market, and I think those people are perhaps in the even early 20s, early 30s, and once people have started, as we all have, once you get into it, then it's a hobby for life.
You find if they can pick what's growing, they're actually much more interested in eating it.
We are really concentrated on providing good quality plants and gardening advice that people need to actually get results from their garden. We've just seen a dramatic shift from people just really looking at flower gardens and gardens that they can entertain in, that they've now gone back to growing fruit and vegetables again with a vengeance.
And it's not just veg that's growing in popularity. The garden store is hoping to expand too. So you won't have far to travel to get your green fingers on everything that you need.